Hello, everybody. It is Friday, and that means it's time for us to tell you everything you need to know to write, publish, and promote a great book. I'm Elizabeth Ann Atkins, and I'm co-founder of Two Sisters Writing and Publishing, here to share with you everything you need to know, along with our superstar author, Joanie Lindenmeyer. And we couldn't be more excited to come to you the day after Thanksgiving, which is Black Friday. Welcome, Joni.
Welcome, welcome. Thank you for saying that. You're looking great. How you feeling today?
Oh, I feel phenomenal. I'm like knee deep in all my book deadlines, and I just had an amazing day with my family, so all is well.
Yay, 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 yay. Good to hear. Good to
Mhm.
hear.
Yeah, you look great too. So I
Oh,
know you
thank
had a
you. Thank you. Thank you.
happy,
Thank you. I'm in the purple mode today. Got my
yes.
purple glasses on and my purple amethyst bisque tribe bracelet and
Oh,
just
that's
feeling sort of
amazing.
purple like in the Christian tradition, Advent begins on Sunday. The colors are blue and purple. So I'm like halfway there with the purple at least.
I love it. I love it. That is so cool.
Yes, yes.
So,
And you have a beautiful star on a tree back there. Oh,
yes,
does
that
that
is
look
my
sparkly? And you have beams of light coming in. I tell you, this must be your day, lady.
Oh, thank you. I feel very blessed and very, very grateful. I just spent time straightening up and organizing and really happy with a clean space is just really conducive to writing and having clarity. So,
Awesome.
hmm.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, Joni, our topic today is a hot topic. It is Black Friday, which means people are out shopping, whether you're out at the mall or stores or on online shopping, but it's about spending versus investing. And that's how I think about writing. And I think about the term spending time because are we spending time and just wasting it, or are we spending time and investing it? And when
Ooh.
you spend time writing, you are investing in your book dreams. What are your thoughts about that?
Oh my gosh, there's so much around that topic of spending and investing. Absolutely. Oh, yes, 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 yes. And all I can do is think of choices. That's the first word that comes to my mind. It's a choice to how you spend your time or invest your time and what you do with that and how you do that and with whom you do that. There's just so many choices that you get to make. And how
Mhm.
wonderful that we have the what do I want to say? It's the personal decision to do that. It's not anybody else's decision. It's a personal choice, which is so
Right.
valuable.
Right. I love that point because when you choose to, quote, spend your time writing, and if you don't have a book deal that's paying you money and promising that you'll be published, and you know, you are spending time that you have no idea what the outcome is. And to other people in your family, especially that you might live with, or friends who want you to come hang out, and your writing time is taking you away from what they want you to do.
Oh, oh,
Oh,
mhm.
come, hang out with us. Let's watch a movie. Let's go shopping. Let's go hang out. And you say, no, I'm spending my time by investing it into my book. People might
Mhm,
not like that. And so,
mhm.
Joni, when you say it's your personal choice, you have to know that others might not like that. And your personal choice is to move forward with your own dreams, not succumb to the pressure or moods or anger of others.
Yeah. That just got me hot. I mean, I literally had to take my sweater off. That is so true, and it's so valuable. Yes, continue on, and then I'll jump in.
I've done that lots of times, and usually people are very understanding when I say, I'm not available. I'm on a book deadline. I'm writing. But I don't care what anybody thinks because this is mine. No one can take it away from you. When you go out and do other things with other people for other people because they want you to, if you did it because you're a people pleaser, inside you're going to be furious. And I've done this. I've said yes to something inside, I was screaming no. I do not do this
Ooh.
anymore. But I was there with lots of energy wherever I went. And I'm thinking, this is my high energy time. I should be writing, and it's completely wasted sitting here doing whatever with whoever. No, no more. I don't do that anymore. And it makes me enraged because
Mhm.
time is so precious and energy is so precious. And for me personally, my writing time is in the morning, and I have to seize that time and I fiercely protect it. And I have to get my sleep, my 8 hours of sleep in advance of that, Joni, so that I am in my zone. And I have my coffee the way I want it. I have my half of avocado. That's what I have in the morning, and I rock it. But the times I've allowed someone else to interfere with that, it's just made me so mad. And I'm like, never again. What are your thoughts? You look really riled up.
You're really fired up on that. It's like, well, you hit on so many issues, Elizabeth. One is you know yourself. You know who you are. You know what you want. You know that. And for many people, and in times in my life, I didn't always know those answers. I didn't know what I wanted. I didn't have a dream. I didn't have something that I was shooting for. Then there's other times in my life where it was clear as a lamp on my wall. I mean, it's so clear, and the light was there and the clarity was there. And it's a matter of, to me, finding what that is.
Hmm.
Finding what that is. Again, it's a choice. And I come back to my father used to say something with one of my favorite basketball coaches in the world from UCLA, John Wooden. And it's WIN. What's important now?
Ooh.
What's important now? Because when you choose a win-win for yourself, for your life, for the decisions that you make every day with those choices, what's important now? That is an investment. That's not just spending, that's an investment. And I think of a story, Elizabeth, and I think I've shared this with you before. Back in the day when I knew that it was my thing to write this none better book, and I didn't know where that was going to go and how that was going to go, and I had my first coaching, or not even, it wasn't even a coaching session with you, it was a chit chat before we started our coaching to
Right.
decide if I really wanted to do this. And
Yeah.
so I remember having this chit chat with you, and I thought, okay, there's some money involved in here. I need to pay for a coach. I need to kick this off with some money. Where am I going to get the money? I live from month to month. I don't have a huge 100,000, $100 million savings golden bucket in my yard. I don't have that, but what I did have is Carol and I had a mobility van. And when she passed away, it was like, you know what? Going to sell that mobility van. And the light, everything happened serendipitously. How that happened, $12,500 is what it was. That was my investment that you, two sisters, was asking of me to also pursue my dream. And that $12,500 paid for the coaching, paid for the production of the book, paid for my business cards, paid for my gas, paid for my lodging, paid for all that stuff to produce none better.
Wow.
Think
Your
about that.
best-selling book that resulted in you actually getting a radio program.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, you take that years later and look what has happened. But it was that $12,500 investment financially that put me in the mindset, and this is the key, I think, put me in the mindset of what's important now. What do I really want? What do I really choose to do with my time? To stay up all those hours and write that book, to do the heart searching kind of stuff, to find the guts to put it in the book, to be
Yes.
courageous, to
Yes.
be confident.
Uh-huh.
So
Uh-huh.
that $12,500, it's not just a monetary money thing. It's a confidence thing. It's a collaboration thing. It's a courageous thing, to
Yeah.
chase that dream and not let other people or anything else get in the way. And yes,
Right.
there's going to be those potholes and speed bumps, as Carol and I called it. We just would hydroplane over those speed bumps in life, because
Mhm.
if you hang on and just think about that, you're on a speed bump of light, and then you want to just stop at the top of the speed bump and say, oh, pity party, pity party, pity party. Or do you want to get over that speed bump?
Right.
Yes. So we always said, let's hydroplane over those speed bumps.
I love that. So,
And so
Jody,
anyways, those are my thoughts around this. And I
yeah.
think I'm rattling. So it's your turn now.
No, you're not rattling. It's all really powerful. So, we're really talking about spending versus investing. And so, you had that $12,500 that you could have spent on vacations and all kinds of other stuff. You invested it in your book Dream, which is a mission. And we did an episode of this podcast about how your book is more than a book, it's a mission. So you did that. And then when we make investments, we want to get dividends, payoffs, profits, right? So
Right.
your investment paid off in not only creating a best-selling book, but your investment also has touched more lives than you can imagine around the world. It led to us doing two more books. So now that you're the author of three books, you started with one, you didn't really have a vision that you were going to do more. Now you're the author of three books, and that led to you having your own radio program and all kinds of invitations to speak. You said you spoke at a church on Thanksgiving, am I right?
Mhm.
I mean, you've done so, so many things, Joni, and it's all because you invested. And now the return on your investment is just immeasurably joyous, powerful,
Yeah.
helpful to people you may never, all around the world. My sister did your analytics and showed where you've got readers in some faraway countries you never would have imagined. So like it's just immeasurable the dividends that can be paid from the investment of writing.
Right.
Mhm.
Right. Right.
Mind
And
blowing.
it is mind blowing. I still pinch myself and I go, and now I'm on a podcast 2 years in the running with Elizabeth Ann Atkins, the famous guru of best-selling author, your books. I mean, it's like I'm hanging with Shaquille O'Neal and Tiger Woods. You're that lady. Your business is that thing. And it's like, gosh, how can my life do this? And it's
Oh.
opening that door. It's opening that first door to think investment versus spending. And
Mhm.
I didn't put it in those words. I just
Mhm.
knew it was the correct way for me. I knew it was the
Mm.
God way for me.
Uh-huh.
But I
Uh-huh.
didn't know how, and I didn't know any, and to
Mhm.
trust in that, you know, that is
Yeah.
such a big factor in this, Elizabeth. What would
Yeah,
you say
yeah.
about that?
I want to talk about God, trust, and then resources. So, God and trust. Writing a book is a mission and it's a divine life assignment that I believe comes from God. If you believe in the universe or your higher self, just apply that. But it is a moral obligation to write the book. And as a result, because it is God-driven, spirit-driven, universe-driven, you will be given the resources, you will be provided with what you need to make it happen, even if in the moment it seems like you have no idea how you're going to pay for a book coach, pay for graphic design for your book cover, pay for publishing, pay to purchase the books for your events. Even if it looks just completely impossible in the moment, you will be provided for, just like you shared. The mobility van gave you exactly the amount of money you needed. You literally had $12,500 sitting in the driveway when you thought, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this? You were provided for. And this happens to me all the time, Joni. But the catch is we have to take the first step in trust. Trust that if God gave us this idea, if the universe, spirit, angels gave us this idea to write this book, we are going to be able to do it. You might get a grant, you might get a gift, an inheritance. Of course, we want all our loved ones to be safe and healthy, but that does happen. People get surprise inheritances, or they realize they have something valuable they can sell, like you did, or someone just gives them a gift. I want to help you out. There's angel investors, people who want to invest with in good things that they believe in. That happens. And so God, trust, and then resources. Well, anything you want to say about that, Joni?
No, no, keep going, keep going. I'm
Okay,
listening.
okay.
I'm learning.
All right, cool, cool.
I'm the
So
grasshopper. Remember, you're the master.
So again, today's Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, one of the biggest shopping days, if not the biggest in the year. And people are out shopping, spending, but are they investing? And so it's all about resources. And we think of resources in terms of time. How much time do we have to do the writing? How much money do we have to spend on the whole endeavor? Our resources are also, this is a huge, our physical and mental energy. That's huge because without it, and I've learned my cycle, when my cycle is depleted, I do not try to write. It's just fog. It's pointless. I do things like clean the house or you know, organize things or run errands or do things that don't require mental heavy lifting. So that time when my brain is just fire is so precious. And so that's a resource is mental energy and physical energy because writing is exhausting. Like
Mhm,
I just met a big deadline on Monday and I'm still tired. I'm
mhm.
still tired from the days of intense writing and
Congrats,
resource.
congrats, way to go, way to
Oh,
go. And
thank
that feeling
you.
of accomplishing that, huh?
Yes, it's awesome, awesome, awesome. It's a great feeling, but it takes a toll. Like I still get my 8 hours of sleep, sometimes nine. And it's just it's amazing. I'm so grateful that I get to be a ghostwriter and write books for people with fascinating stories and be a book coach and also be a best-selling author myself. Because I had an event last Saturday that was just magical. And oh, while we're on the topic, let me just say that our latest book that was published in this month, We Are Alike by Carol Nelson, MD. She's a neurologist, and she had a marriage to a narcissist that lasted 24 years.
Ooh.
And so as a
Ooh,
brain doctor, she was super fascinated about how could she fall prey to this.
whoa.
Guess what? It's number 35 on the Amazon bestseller list.
Oh,
Yes,
congratulations, Carol. Congratulations, Elizabeth. Oh, that's
yes, yes,
awesome.
yes. Thank you.
Bestseller already.
Yes.
Yahoo.
Oh my gosh. And also, she and I did the book talks interview on this YouTube last week for the Two Sisters Writing and Publishing YouTube channel right here. So anybody you can go check out her book talks interview. It's really fascinating because she talks about
Cool.
why she wrote the book. But she invested her time and energy into this, and now she's a bestseller. Yep.
Yay!
Yep. So, it's really any comments, Joni, about all the resources and things?
No, no. Other than, I mean, it's again, it's back to your choices. It's back to um, who you also want to be involved as a resource with you. I think that's an important part. Who do you want to have the time and the energy and the help and the assistance? Because you can't do it alone.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do it alone. So you need to have a person or people as part of your resources.
Oh, brilliant point, Joni. Brilliant. Other people are such invaluable resources because they have skills that we might not have or want. So, for example, Deborah Perdue, who did your book cover as well as Joyously Free and Healing Religious Hurts, our two books that we did together, she's a resource. We have to
Mhm.
pay her, but she's a resource in that she's very talented, she's very reliable, she's very experienced and trustworthy, and she creates beautiful covers for us.
Mhm.
And so
Exactly.
every person on your book team, which of course we have an episode on that, the team that you need to write your book, like Catherine, my sister Catherine Greenspan, who is our CFO, who is a financial whiz, financial advisor. She is super smart with all kinds of things like royalties and all the numbers and other things. So she's a resource.
Mhm.
I'm a resource as a book coach, as a guide. You're a resource, Joni, because you're always referring people to us who have amazing stories because you're out and about and they're like, oh, I want to write a book. So we all are resources to each other. But let's think about other resources required for writing. For me, it's healthy food. It's lots of water. It's my coffee. What are some other resources for you, Joni?
that ties into my prop today.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And it's probably something we all even have on our person or on the table right now. And it is the wonderful phone. And so, yes,
Ooh.
what I want to talk about as my prop today was about 3 weeks ago. I always carry my phone in my back pocket. Well, I went into this restroom, fell out of my pocket, and went in the toilet.
No.
Second time it's happened in my life. First time was
No.
at the care facility when Carol was up at a care facility. And it was like, oh, darn. So thank goodness I hadn't gone pee yet. But I reached into the toilet, grabbed the phone, and took it out and thought, oh, come on, Jesus, at least get me through for a while. Well, it lasted a week or so, and then the screen started to fade. So lo and behold, my friend Doris needed to go get a phone. And so we went up there and I said, hey, do you have any deals going on? Oh, Joni, absolutely. You know, your phone is like 5 or 6 years old. Let's get you a new one. And so it became a freebie. It became a freebie.
What?
And so I said, fantastic. I said, but I still have this problem. I still like to slide it in the back pocket. And they said, well, we have a special deal going on right now. And I said, well, what's that? And they said, well, how about a watch?
Oh
How
my
about a
gosh,
watch?
Joni, look at you.
I know. How about a watch that connects to your phone? And that way you don't have to carry your phone in your back pocket, but you can do your text messages and you can do all the stuff on your phone.
Oh
And I
my
said,
goodness.
well, don't want to watch. And they said, well, it's going to be a free one. All you have to do is pay for the activation fee and then you pay the small monthly fee. It'll only increase your normal monthly service by $6. And I'm going, well,
Wow.
shoot, I can do that. And so then I thought, okay, so now I don't have to carry my phone in my back pocket at different times because I'll get an alert on this. And so I'm still learning how to communicate between the two of them. So why is this my prop today? Okay. The prop idea is that, again, it's an investment of my time and
Wow.
my resources. And you just
Yeah.
hit the nail on the head when you said that time, trust, resources. And
Hmm.
so it's like, how many of us live by our phone? And there
Yeah.
are times where I don't want to be holding the phone. I don't want to be sending a picture. I don't, but I do want to be notified so I can respond respectfully and lovingly to and timely to people that are either we want to communicate, we need to send a hug, whatever it may be. Okay. But it's just a valuable tool. And so that's my prop for the day. And I recommend to all writers to find what works for you,
Hmm.
whether that's a phone or a computer or sitting
Hmm.
in a cafe and doing your writing, or maybe it's changing your environment, or maybe it's drinking more water, like Elizabeth always talks about, and being healthy to you. But find those things that are important for you, because those are your invaluable resources.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
what works for me may not work for you. What works
Hmm.
for Elizabeth may or may not, but find your own way. And I think that's what
Hmm.
Elizabeth is always talking about. She never jams anything down anybody's throat. If you've ever noticed that in all the podcasts, she is giving tips, suggestions, ideas of what has worked for her and for me, but we're never jamming anything down anybody's throat. We're there with you in spirit and in work, as of course Elizabeth does, to help you to produce that bestseller. And I'm for Carol, the brand new author, the brand new book person. It's like, and I tell you, the narcissist topic keeps coming up over and over in unhealthy relationships and people that have struggled for so many times. And so just hats off to her. And so here we go, between the phone and the watch. I'll be talking to you.
Joni, that is so powerful. You just tied together everything because the resource of time, investing in yourself, and the God-driven mission because you're provided for. Those things were free, really? That's incredible. A free phone and a free phone watch? What?
Yeah. Uh,
Amazing.
and Catherine, I'll probably be calling on you to say, what do I do next? How do I get this thing to work? How do I read this thing? Catherine is my go-to person. It's like, oh
Uh-huh.
my gosh, the least techie person is becoming the most techie person. Woohoo!
That is so cool, Joni. Wow, I'm so
Thank
proud of
you.
you.
Thank
That's
you, Elizabeth.
awesome. You're welcome. What a gift. Multiple
Yes.
gifts.
And on Black Friday, huh? Can you believe that? Woohoo!
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So listen, I have a list of things that I'm about to go shop for, and a lot of them are investing in my writing experience. Some of them are pretty things for my desk or actually useful practical things that I need for my to enhance my work experience. And I'm investing in that in a different way. It's not investing time or focus. It's investing in feathering my nest, so to speak, here at my desk, which I literally have things like peacock feathers,
Ooh,
which my meditation teacher, Dr. Rama, brought these to me from a temple in India. And I keep
wow,
them. They're really big. Like they have this gold thing and they're, see how big they are?
wow.
But these are super spiritual and plus they just look pretty. So I like to surround myself with pretty things at my desk with crystals and all kinds of stuff.
That's
Um,
so fun. That's so great about your peacock feathers because I heard them outside my yard today. They were walking around the real peacocks,
you
so
have
it's like,
peacocks?
oh, well, yeah, they belong to a neighbor up the street. And so they were wandering through today and making their funny little noise.
Oh my gosh, that's wild.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
really spiritual animals, really, or birds. I have two metal ones right there that I can see. Um, yeah, so
Cool.
anyway, Joni, this is a really powerful message today, and I'm really grateful always to talk with you on the podcast here on the Two Sisters Writing and Publishing channel. Is there anything else you'd like to share about spending your time investing in your writing dream?
I think the last thing is, today is Black Friday. Are there things that you can invest in now in terms of going on a retreat or invest in yourself? Like you were just talking with your peacock feathers and your environment there, Elizabeth. But what could people do to enhance the writing in terms of professionally as well? I
Mhm.
think retreats help, conferences help. What are some things in 2026 that you can gift yourself now for 2026? And that's sort
Mhm.
of like looking ahead a little bit.
Mhm.
That's my only thought.
Beautiful.
But this has been phenomenal, and I am still hot. This has been a great topic.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I get hot when I think about my energy and my time and my ability to produce for myself, produce for my clients, um, because it really leaves a lasting legacy for myself and for the people I work with. And I have this saying that I want to leave all you aspiring writers with. It's
Ooh,
called
ooh,
Fleeting Pleasure Books Forever. And so I made this up many years ago when I was on the cusp of succumbing to temptation to hang out, have fun, right? Whereas, which could mean anything. It could mean sitting on the sofa watching a movie, or it could be hanging out with your friends. But fleeting pleasure books forever. If you hang out for 3 hours and have a great time, that's fleeting pleasure. It's over and you have nothing to show for it. Books forever means if you spent 3 hours writing, you have contributed to this book that's going to last forever. And so it's very important to have fun. It's very important to have pleasure in life. But when you have a mission to finish writing, you engage in delayed gratification and you invest the time in the work and then play later.
yes,
So I literally put that on the wall because it just was a constant reminder that wasting time in the moment when you have a deadline or a mission is not going to get you any closer to the goal. So,
yes.
mhm.
Yay, 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 yay. High tens on that one. Yes. Please
Thanks.
put that in the little note when you send this out.
Okay.
Fleeting pleasure, books forever.
Yes. Thanks, Joni. As always, another amazing episode on Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, as people are out shopping. I hope people are listening. All you listeners and viewers out there, please share this with somebody who needs to hear it. And we wish you wait a minute. I'm Elizabeth Ann Atkins, co-founder of Two Sisters Writing and Publishing, here with our superstar author, Joanie Lindenmeyer, author of None Better, and we did Joyously Free and Healing Religious Hurts together. Very proud of all these books, which you can get at twosisterswriting.com or anywhere you buy books online. So, all you writers out there, we wish you happy reading and happy writing.
You're
See you
breaking.
next week.
Bye, everybody. Have a great day. Big hugs. Thanks, Elizabeth. You're the best.
You are
Bye.
too, Joanie.
Thank you.